Hello, and welcome to 16 Candlekeeps, the place where the 80s pass their death saves in glorious high definition, which means you can see us melting, because my god, if I'm right, at the time of recording, whilst you guys are watching this, the second heat waves come in, and we don't look this fabulous anymore. Welcome. If you're not in England, thank you for surviving just normally, and please go on and tell our story for us. But welcome back. We are currently in the midst of descent into Avernus, where we are also fighting towards a heaty, kind of awkward grave. Anyway, reminding ourselves what was going on and all those things. Whilst remember, has anyone got any announcements? I imagine we want to go over to Bingle Bang Bang Corner. Shall we go over there?
Yeah, so we are going to be doing a giveaway with this episode. Ooh, indeed. So here's the deal. We have got a D&D Dice scroll case roll mat to give away, as well as a nice set of dice to go with it. If you want to be in with a chance to win that, all you've got to do is wait until the end of the episode, and we will give you all of the details so that you can enter and get that giveaway.
Awesome.
Charm spell. Thank you, Sirenscape, as always, for the beautiful background noises. It's by no means anything that I can do with any of... Anyway, back into this. So, to remind ourselves where we were, what's going on, and all that good stuff. The freed lovelies met up on, I believe it was, as he moves his pages around, the 10th of Flame Rule.
Yes.
Yes.
1494.
1494 day.
1494.
Which, if you want a fun thing, I might have mentioned this in a previous episode of my Dementia's kicking in, but look into the dates of each set module, because they're eerily close together. Last year in game, something bad happened. A year forward. Anyway, Faerun is cursed. So on the 10th of Flame Rule, 1494 Dale Reckoning, these lovelies met up under the behest of the Captain Zodge of the Flaming Fist, a mercenary group that deal with the city guard responsibility in Baldur's Gate, that most infamous of capital cities. You start to investigate into multiple murders that were happening throughout the city. What with the rise of pandemonium, because of Alteral, the famed city to the east, falling into literal hells according to those that have survived. You have heard that the Cult of the Dead Free, a local group, have been using this to their advantage and slaying with abandon. You went off to the Alsong Tavern for information. Your informant died. You used a visiting cleric to speak with dead person. You went off and spoke with a mortuary assistant who is by far the best thing that has ever happened on this campaign. Thank you, Stephen.
Where is the Sirenscape noise when we need it?
Anyway.
Thank you.
Oh, look, it's Dr. Bupperdow.
Oh no.
Coming in, fan favourite, opens the door, the audience cheer, there's a moment, and we're meant to be filming the episode. Anyway, so you guys found information that these had all been killed in honour of each of the dead free, and then you found out that the cult were working out of an underground lair underneath a bathhouse belonging to a prominent family in Baldur's Gate as the Vanfunpaws. The Vanfunpaws. I said it once and I'm not having to worry. Scrolls through notes to make sure he said it right. But you guys found that one of the four lords of Baldur's Gate and a potential replacement of the missing Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate let me just pull this name here, I do apologise. The Vanfunpaw family are looking into potentially other things. We don't know. But the hideout of the cult are familiarly place near the family's place of income. You guys went and looked into this, started to dig into the underground, found some weird cultists pretending to be dead, who then attacked you.
Yeah, that wasn't nice.
No.
And then headed further into dungeon, where we finished last time. There was a room with water filling the lower half to the east of the room where our 3 intrepid heroes entered, and up to the west of the room, a few feet up on a raise, behind an altar stood 2 cultists torturing a poor human tied to the wall or shackled to the wall, stabbing him in the chest with a spear. And as you walked in with the beautiful dancing lights of, I believe Katherine was in the lead on this one, and then we had Cheryl, and then we had the obligatory wizard at the back for safety of wizard, or the safety of the bad guys, because don't let a wizard on them. Anyway, you guys walked in. They saw your lights because it was ominously just glowing at the end of the dark room. They're lit by a torch on the wall as well, so there's fairly well lit area around here because everything else has been in darkness. And we left off there. So, opening episode 5, I will ask you all to
The evil chuckle.
Would you please roll initiative, if you would most be kind.
Daddy needs to not die. Oh!
Move over to the battle map as we have.
Oh God, Liam, what happened?
You rolled a 1, didn't you?
You got that sound effect, buddy?
Winston rolled a.
Yeah, so I got a 3 total there.
3, lovely. And
I'm going to die.
why has
That makes me feel better.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, so complicated. The app has been weird. But let's go for Katherine. What have we got?
9.
9. And raging Cheryl Horton.
11.
11.
Wow,
Wow.
we did great with our rolls.
We did rubbish at that. That was terrible.
We're going to die.
So, on the map for you,
Pete, we're going to die.
you can see what we can all see on the audience visuals of the wonderful YouTube, but for our audio listeners, the room is about 15 feet wide at its widest down the bottom end, where the 3 have come in at the northeast corner. There are then a 10-foot wide stairwell that leads up onto a 10-foot by 15-foot altar area at the very far end. On the left, we have the gentleman with the bucket helm and the spear jabbing into the ribs of the poor man hanging on the wall. And to the right of the altar, we have the lass with the shield, as described previously. We're going to jump into some initiative and do some fighties. Let's do this. It's downtown in Baldur's Gate and everything's last minute orders. Battle starts. Whoop whoop. So, now I need to remember which one is a which, because of the descriptions and the names of the creatures are slightly different. Yes, okay, that makes sense. So the starting of this will start with the gentleman with the spear, who turns, seeing the 3 of you coming in, turns to look at the female next to him, who nods. He then will come charging down into the room. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and leers towards Katherine, who is just in front of him now, but unfortunately, due to diagonals and the way the game works, cannot attack. Please, Cheryl, tell me what we're doing.
Well,
Attack.
I am raging.
Yep.
Where this guy is, because he's diagonal to Katherine,
Yes.
can I move to the side of her and throw a javelin at him, please?
When you say to the side, do you mean make a left step further into the room, or a right step?
Yeah, it would be a
behind?
left step further. So this guy's right in front of me rather than
That's
weirdly.
fine. Yeah, completely fine. You
Just
take a step,
slide
so
it
you're not
down.
going to slice through Katherine as you throw this, pulling her javelin
Yeah.
and just launching it. Roll for attack.
24.
24, that will indeed hit. Roll for
Yes. And piercing damage is 12.
damage. 12 points of piercing damage. Lovely.
Yes.
You skewer him, it goes through the abdomen, and you can see it hit the wall behind him as he just kind of gets pinned in place for a moment, but he just kind of yanks it and pulls it almost as if pulling through scar tissue, not really caring, winces with the pain, blood starts
No,
to
that's not supposed to happen.
down the side of... Oh, it's the Cult of the Dead free. I wonder why they're not so caring. Blood starts to ooze down the side of him and down his bare chest into his kind of like skirtish kind of armour that is around his waist. Anything else for you, Cheryl?
Except I point at him and go, I shouldn't. Somebody kill him. Someone else kill him.
Lovely. That will pass us over to...
Mind sliver.
Thank you. My mind needs it.
You asked me to kill you. I'm not going to do it
Mind
because I
sliver
roll
on which
terribly
one? The
every
gentleman in
time.
front of you or the lady?
Yeah,
at
the
top?
one in front of me.
Lovely.
So I need an intelligence saving throw, please.
Intelligence save.
Mhm.
What he lacks in skill, he will make up in energy. Fist of Bane, intelligence is a +0, so that's a 5 altogether, please.
Woo!
Oh, shame. Didn't survive that one.
Oh.
It's only 2 psychic damage though, so it could have been
It
worse.
feels like 200.
I've just told him that he is a spineless worm, and made him believe that in his own mind.
Oh.
He is saddened by the exchange, and takes a moment, and that psychic damage really sinks in. No, I agree. I agree.
Plus 1 emotional damage.
Plus 1 emotional. And like you can hear the dun, 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 as he just turns towards. Lovely. So that now brings us, unless there's anything else for you, Katherine,
No.
back into the place where Stephen knows what's going on. Winston.
Winston.
Okay. So I should probably move a little bit more into the room so that I've got line of sight on the other one.
Yeah.
But not in such a way that I'm going to provoke any opportunity attacks.
So I'd say with the line of sight, you could probably get to, if you wanted both of them, I would walk into the room and put yourselves in a diagonal like it is.
Oh no.
No?
No. I'm only going for 1. I've got like 2 spell slots left. I'm not busting anything more than cantrips right now.
That's cool.
Not unless I'm about to die. Chill touch on the furthest one away.
Lovely. Tell me, please, what I need to do, or is that an attack roll from yourself?
It's an attack roll, and it's going to do not a damn thing because I rolled 10.
Lovely.
Dice can go into the fuck off bag.
I'm going to start using Beyond dice at this point.
This first
Oh
round
my
of combat is just setting up what's going to happen this session. The DM is dying. The guys can't roll high. Anyway, back into the game. So, Winston, you take a moment, you place your hand low and swing it up, and as there's a spectral hand comes out of the ground in that icy kind of like skeletal frame, it sweeps forward, but maybe it's the distance, maybe it's just the situation that you're currently in. It doesn't seem to grasp around her, and unfortunately falls short. Anything else for yourself?
Consider that a warning shot. You've been warned. I'd leave now if I were you.
Lovely. That brings us to the lass at the end of the room who has the spear, according to the stat block. So why in the book the bloke is stabbing him with the spear, I don't know. Maybe this is a moment where Wizard of the Coast should shout at me for reading wrong. Okay. So, they are going to... she, with the spear, will step forward 5, 10, 15, and will use one and then one. Coming down there, she would then see Cheryl from around there, so we'll do that. 5, 10, 15 gets her there. Lovely. So she is then going to make the spear attack that was meant to be made earlier.
Oh, it's so good.
That's a 24 to hit. Cheryl,
Yeah, that hits.
are you sure? Just double checking.
Yes,
I don't know.
I'm double
anymore.
checking.
I don't know if I.
Yeah, that. Well, if my AC is 13, then yes, that hits.
There we go. I just want to make sure. So that's 9 points.
I just had to. Do you know what? When you were saying to me, "Are you sure?" I was like, "Oh God, am I?" Yes.
She steps
I
forward.
am right.
Swings the spear around in a like a whirling dervish of death. Slices towards you. You take 9 points of piercing damage as she swings it.
Because I am raging, I am resistant.
Okay.
Piercing damage.
So you take half of that, 4 points of damage.
4 points.
Lovely. He cannot do that, so she can't use that ability. That will bring us back to the top of the round with him, who is going to step right.
Oh no.
And it's going to swing for you. That is a unnatural 20 to hit.
Even if I'd used my reaction, it would still hit.
Lovely. So he brings a mace up and clocks you in the side of the head. You feel the room kind of swirling a bit with the blow. You will be taking... Oh god, I need to stop rolling. You take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as the mace comes swinging up and slams into your temple. You hear a crunch, but you're sure it's more just from the sensation of a heavy club hitting the side of your head rather than any broken bone. But you are knocked for 6 and can't fully function with your psychic concentration. Speaking of which, concentration. You are concentrating on dancing lights. Could you make a concentration
I
saving?
cancelled those as soon as we were spotted anyway.
Oh, that's fine. Lovely. Don't have to make a concentration check then. Lovely.
Yep.
That is his turn. That will bring us to
Cheryl.
Cheryl.
I've written it down in a corner of the notebook now, the order.
Cheryl. Cheryl's turn.
I want to hit the lady in the neck with a hand axe.
Lovely. I am going to do a thing here in being slightly mean. You are welcome to just hit her.
Attack.
You're welcome to just roll a hit, but if you specifically want to hit, as Liam's just mentioned there, a cooled attack, there is a bit of a fun thing here. I'll add a bonus to her AC. If you'd like to go for that cooled attack, you still roll the same, it's just her AC will be slightly different. Please tell me what you'd like to do.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, you're still going for the cool. Perfect, it's not a problem.
Yeah,
it's just because of the way that because of the fact that the AC is just hitting somewhere. If you're specifically trying to place that blade somewhere, that's when it then becomes slightly funky. So please roll attack, and we'll see if it hits.
19.
19. I'm going to say with that it meets the AC because of the fact that there's a slightly increase to her AC. Yes, you hit. Roll for damage.
8.
8. Lovely.
Yes.
8. Like so, you bring your hand after throwing that javelin. You reach down off that swing, bring your hand axe up, and just slam it into the side of her neck. It leaves a flesh wound. She seems to be quite sturdy, and the cartilage and such in the just under the skin seems to take the brunt of the damage, but it doesn't seem to do as much as a whack as you were hoping. Lovely. Anything else for yourself?
Nothing else for me, thank you.
Lovely. Lovely. That brings us now to Katherine.
Colour spray.
Colour spray. Lovely. Which way are you going?
Oh, you're not even going for the heal.
No, I'm
shit.
blinding him.
Okay, cool.
For him, so that's I can't even remember. Which saving throw is that? Sorry, is it Constitution?
It's not.
Oh, sorry.
It's not.
Oh wait, you
It
rolled...
is straight up just. I roll damage. I roll hit points. I don't even roll to attack.
Yeah.
Just straight up. I roll 6d10 and then divvy it out to people within a 15-foot cone.
Lovely. So you're going for him. Go for it.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll. Because I don't have that many in person. Whoa. Magic. 28.
28.
Because it's only a 15-foot cone, pretty sure he would only get, he would get up to his hit points and then the rest goes damaged.
Yep.
Like wasted.
Yep, he's under that, so he will be blinded.
Thank you.
Lovely. So you taking a moment, look forwards, bring your hands together, blowing the smoke into the air, the dust into the air, as it lets out like a rainbow effect in front of him. He kind of bats it away with that mace swinging around, and then just it's got darker. Anything else for yourself?
No.
Lovely. That brings us to Winston.
Yeah, let's go with Jim's magic missile.
Lovely. So flicking a coin up. Who are we going to hit with it?
Let's put 2 darts onto the one that's just been blinded and 1 onto the other lady.
Okay, just a point of thingy, because is this one you have to roll for attack with?
Yep.
Let me just check something, because with Catherine's dancing lights, the only light at the top of the room is now, so that's 20 feet. Okay, so you're in dim light. You can see in dim light here, so you would still be able to see the outlines of them in this area.
Come on, man! I play elves. You know what I'm gonna say.
What's that? Oh wait, you're the. I forget. It's because I'm going with.
Yeah, it's just us two that have got it.
Yes, it's because I've had so many people not have dark vision of late in my games that I have to remember that once or twice people have it. Lovely. Please go ahead. You can see them perfectly because you have dark vision.
Yay! Okay, first one is a 14.
14.
That's on my first target.
Lovely. That won't hit either of them.
Okay, and second one on, again, the blinded dude. So that is a 16.
16 does not hit either.
Oh, jeez. Okay, cool. What a waste of a spell slot so far. And finally... Yep, that's a 14, so that's going to be a no as well.
Yes. Unfortunately, they seem to be quite sturdy, and you notice as they come down that chainmail, it clinking away, but it also taking the brunt of everything that slams into them. As those magic missiles would hit them, it's just that the impact is absorbed by their armor. Anything else for yourself?
Would he get advantage because the guy's blinded?
Blinded condition. Swing. I believe it's only melee attacks that they have advantage on. Blinded count. Attack rolls against the creature. Oh, it's just straight attack. You would have it if you want to roll it again. See if it's him.
Well, we'll give it a go. That one probably would, so that would be a 20.
A 20 on him. Yeah, that hits.
And yeah, a 24 on the next.
And that one would hit as well. Yes.
There we go.
Good
Thanks,
check.
buddy.
Good check.
You're welcome.
Let's see if I can do more damage. Okay, well that's 3 force damage, and then 5 as well. So 8 force damage total.
Lovely. He is clinging on. You see him kind of drop down with that impact slamming him against the wall. He is with the turn and also not really knowing where it's coming from. He slams with that wound from the javelin into the wall and yowls with pain. He seems to be haggard, breathing heavily, but he is still just standing. Lovely. Anything else for yourself?
Think I'm gonna just crouch down slightly.
Lovely. Taking a moment and going, well, I'll take my victory where I can. Ducking down. That brings us to the last with the spear again, who is going to swing at Cheryl. That's not going to hit, I don't think. That is a 10. No, that's not going to hit.
No, it does not.
Lovely. And because now he is able to do it, she calls north to the gentleman, who will, with disadvantage, take a swing at Katherine. Which, even with disadvantage, is a 14 for Katherine.
I'm going to use my reaction for shield, and then it would be a miss.
Lovely. So you hear the woman shout north. He looked at, not really looking, but kind of starts to focus himself and brings the mace up towards you. It comes slightly short of yourself, but you can see if you don't block it, it's going to slam into you, so you bring up the arcane barrier. Lovely. That brings us back to the top of the round with him. He is going to, with that, swing for yourself once more with a disadvantage. That is a 13 this time with disadvantage. Matches. So he will hit this time.
Sorry to butt in. Shield, if that's what you use to put up the
one
barrier.
round, yeah.
So
It was.
until the start of your next turn.
Round. Yeah. Lovely.
So no, it doesn't match then.
Doesn't match. Lovely. I thought you meant matches with the shield. Sorry. Lovely.
No.
Lovely. No, it doesn't hit then. You just it clangs it. He swings again. You just move your hand up, the arcane barrier moving with it, and it slams into that as well. That brings us to Cheryl. Cheryl, please tell me what to do.
I'm going to hit the lady again in the neck with the hand axe. So I'm doing the specific attack thing. I'm going to use bonus action of 2 weapon fighting, so I can stab her in the eye with the dagger afterwards.
Lovely. Go for your attacks then.
24 for the hand axe, which is 10 damage.
10 damage, lovely.
The side of the neck. And then I'm going to stab her in the eye. 21.
That will hit as well.
Hit. 6 damage to the eye.
Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So you again swing up, just slamming into her with any attack you can place, looking for those pressure points and points of mortally wounding.
Like a shark.
You hear the squelch as the dagger goes into her eye, and she just stands and takes it. Like she doesn't flicker. She doesn't panic. She just takes the blade and then pulls it out, and she just wipes the blood from her cheek and then repositions with the spear. She a little crazy.
Lovely. She is insane, but I have nothing else, and I'm just going to keep force attacking her.
Lovely. That brings us to Katherine.
I would like a Constitution saving throw from Dude on the floor, please.
Dude is Constitution. He is 16.
Oh, damn it. Okay. Just checking. No, he definitely succeeds. So, no, that's fine. My Word of Radiance fails.
Lovely. So you start to cast a spell, and you notice that he's kind of like bolstering himself. You see him like focusing his energy, almost like if a monk were focusing their ki. He's definitely trying to make sure that any energy that is there is reserved for what is needed. Anything else for yourself?
I can't do anything else.
No, that's not a problem. That brings us over to Winston Wyrd.
I think I'm gonna have to go a little bit more boring now.
That's cool.
And I guess we're going for another chill touch. Let's go for the blinded dude again.
The blinded dude, you will have advantage. Go for it.
Yep, cool. So moving on.
That you're not sure if it's the fact that you're underground, or if it's just the first time of having to put these spells into work, because you're normally in a more academical side of this research.
Mm-hmm.
But things aren't working the way you want it to at the moment.
I mean, I swear, this never normally happens.
No, I think it might just be the drink I had earlier. Anyway, that brings us back to our last with the eye problem.
Eye?
Yep. She is going to, once again, swing with the spear towards Cheryl, and then barks another command towards the gentleman with the mace. So for the spear attack, that is a 17 for Cheryl.
Yes, that hits.
You take 3 points of piercing. That's already halved for you.
That's already half. Thank you very much.
Then for disadvantage for Katherine, the gentleman swings with a gentleman's 13, if you will. Would that hit, or would that be blocked, please?
It's gentleman's.
Sorry?
It matches now.
It matches. No, that's not a problem. You don't bring... I'm just double checking you bringing shield up or not again. If it matches, lovely.
I have no spell slots.
No, that's cool.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was coming up.
Yep.
I got nothing I can do.
Neither do I.
You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage as he gets a lucky shot in and slams it into your ribs. It's very reckless the way he swings. He's not even looking to hit anything. It's just wildly swinging forward in the direction he's been told. Lovely.
I'm prone.
You're prone?
I'm down.
You're down.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Okay. Lovely. That brings us back to him, who is going to... He doesn't know you're down. He's just going to swing again. Because he's swinging for you as if you're stood, it goes flying over the top of your prone corpse. Or not corpse, excuse me.
Thanks.
I'm still warm, you know.
You're still alive, man.
I see you all
Just
as dead
down.
people, don't worry. He struggles to hit. That brings us to Cheryl.
Why not try the same thing? I want to cut this bitch's head off.
You are just hacking away.
I'm just hacking away. So I'm hand-axing and I'm daggering at her neck because clearly the eye thing did not affect her. But maybe if I chop her head off,
go for it.
It might stop.
Roll for attacks.
24.
Hits.
24.
Hits.
Yes.
12 damage with the hand axe.
12 damage with the hand axe.
And only 3 with the dagger.
15. She is starting to look very worse for wear.
No! This is good because I can only rage for 4 more rounds. Going down.
Winston, weirdly as you're excuse me for doing that, but Winston, weirdly as you're crouched in the corner, you can hear Cheryl just matter-of-factly swinging with these blades going, remind me to sharpen these when we get back to the surface. As you cleave into her neck, you can hear the cartilage starting to break. You can see the blood spurting out, but she is still very laboured breathing, starting to use the spear for more of a support, if anything. But she looks up with her one good eye, grinning towards you, and spits blood in your face.
Lovely. For that, I'm taking her next eye on the next turn.
Lovely. That will bring us to Katherine, where, for those that have not joined us before, we have a home rule of when it comes to death saves, I roll them so the players don't know what's going on, so I get to break the news like a bad doctor with bad tableside manner. Okay, interesting. Lovely. That brings us to Winston.
Well, here's the situation. I don't think that person is blind anymore. So, it has a limit on it.
I'm going to say because he's in the dark area and he's human, he's struggling to see anyway.
That's fine. I'm going to take this opportunity then to... Right, the smarter move is to move behind Cheryl and Katherine to perform a medicine check to try and stabilize Katherine.
Lovely. Perfect. If you would be so kind as to make your medicine check. Just going to pull up that old check rule just to make sure we're being fair on this. But I believe it's just you've got to make a DC 10, I think it is.
Well, I've rolled an 18.
So you think you're good.
You think I'm good. I got no way of healing. This is all I've got.
Excuse me whilst I...
Why did we never pick up potions before this?
I don't know. Why didn't we? Why didn't we at least get a nice massage before them?
I mean, I booked you in.
Yeah, you got booked in and you knocked the girl out.
One punch.
Why didn't I at least let her massage me before we did this? I'd be too relaxed. I'd be too relaxed to fight.
Right. So you reach down and start to just... You haven't got a medicine kit on you, but you start to just... thinking on your feet, you start to just place your hands using small kind of like energy in terms of cantrips and stuff to try staunch any bleeding that might be there, trying to make sure that you're reviving her, but also covering any problems that might be obvious and causing any problems if they were to move her later.
Yeah, I mean, we've checked the airways, made sure there's no blockages, we've put her into the recovery position. I read a book on it, it's fine.
Dr. ABC. Right. So that brings us to our problem.
Yep.
The Iron Consul will now take her turn. Because that's an awesome name. She
as in the stabby bitch.
Yep.
She looks up towards Cheryl after just spitting in her face with blood, grins, and is going to try bring the spear up in an upward swing towards you, just gleefully using her near-death experience to enjoy herself with a natural 20.
Oh well, that hits then, doesn't it? Well, now we're both pissed off.
You got that resistance, right?
Yeah.
Good. I can't solo this room.
Don't worry.
So, without the half...
Depends what this damage is, though, doesn't it?
Without the half, you take 19 points of damage. So, with the half...
What's half of that? 9.
That is 9 points of damage.
Okay, I'm down to 5 hit points of 21.
Nice. She brings it up. It scrapes across your front, finding any opening in your very limited clothing that is blocking anything cutting through flesh. So you feel that raking blade drag up your abdomen. You only have like the weird tearing. The shirt hasn't just opened like a shirt, but you've got like that weird hole run, almost like there's like Morse code up the front of you now. And she, through a blood clot filled mouth of blood, shouts, "Just fucking finish her!" To which the Fist of Bane will take his reaction to swing down towards Katherine. Has disadvantage. Would... No, that will hit because of 13 meets, so that's a 15 to hit. That doesn't do anything because you're currently stabilized, and it wouldn't. The damage wouldn't do minus your hit points entirely. So now you are just, for Catherine's sake, you are currently just in like a lackadaisical breathing space. You kind of feel yourself going lightheaded but blacked out, and you feel like a wince of pain as you're kind of in this kind of like weird daydream style feeling. Brings you back into death saves. That'll bring us back to the top of the round with him, who is going to, seeing what's happening, step round 5, 10, 15 to Winston, and we'll swing down at Winston. Disadvantage. That is a 13 to hit on Winston.
Nope.
Lovely. You can see that he's squinting as he comes round, especially with your dark vision. You can see that weirdly the cultists that are using this place have not thought about their own vision down here. They cannot see for anything. That is his turn. That will bring us to Cheryl.
Probably is my last go of two-hand fighting. Hand axe to the neck, dagger to the other side of the neck. 21.
Hits.
And 20.
Hits.
So 7 damage with the hand axe.
Lovely.
And 3 with the dagger.
3 with the dagger. Lovely. You just swinging through, pissed off, slam the blades in, and you hear the slam of first into the neck, and then you hear it, both of them, hit the stone wall to the right of her as you cleave through, and the head then just rolls backwards as she drops to the floor dead. You have removed my iron console problem. Anything else for you?
Shake the blood off the hand axe and then look meaningfully to the guy.
Lovely.
He's next.
Lovely. You just you do that kind of like flick of the blades, turn around. You can see that he's struggling to see you as it is.
Like wipe it off like that. Yeah.
Lovely. That'll bring us to Katherine, who needs to that. Excellent. That brings us to Winston.
Cool. So I'm just going to aim up at his face, and let's get a nice dex save, please.
Dex save. I think that's going to be a problem. Indeed. Yes, that is a free.
Cool. Burning hands.
Kill him.
That is nasty. Lovely. Roll your damage. Go for it.
And that is 9, 10, 11, 12 points of fire damage.
And 11 more than he had. God damn. As you just bring your hands up, burst of flame, almost like searing him to the wall. You can hear the slight kind of like crackling of his flesh as it burns and starts to kind of stick to the stone behind him as well. You have removed the problem in this room. Thank you very much for your encounters. I feel really weird, but I've decided to take a certain show reference out for the sake of, I don't know why I do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, well done. You did it.
We did it.
You beat the bastards of City Hall.
Yeah.
Well done, you two.
So, yes, now that these two have dropped, you have the room to yourselves. Katherine is currently lying unconscious next to you. You're not sure what's going on with her without another medicine check.
Yeah, I will get on that straight away.
Winston, make a medicine check for me.
11.
11. You just about bring her to with that one. Then you're with your limited capacity and what's down here. You start to look around to see if there's anything that can help, but there is not. I have rolled a 3, so she is stable for the next 3 hours until she receives either health potion or will just regain a hit point.
Cool.
What would you like to do?
Well, there's a person chained up to the wall still, right? Are they alive?
You now that you've got Katherine into a peaceful position, you can see that the person on the wall is also still breathing, quite laboured, but now that the clanging and such of fighting has stopped, you hear like a very raspy, dry-throated, "Help me.
going to come out of rage, because I only had 18 seconds left of rage.
Yep.
And run over to the guy shackled up, see if I can get him out of it.
Lovely. You can see that the shackles have a lock on them. You're either able to try to break them yourself physically, or you'd have to find a key for them.
I'll try and break them.
Okay, lovely. I would go with, how are you going for this? Are you just attacking them, or are you kind of pulling them apart, sort of thing?
Probably try and bash them with the axe or something.
Yeah, roll.
If that works.
Roll an attack for me.
Okay. 26.
26 will hit. Roll damage.
Yay! Damage. 8.
8. With the first blow, you slam it in, and the chain comes loose, but the shackle itself is still around his wrist. I'm going to go for the sake of expediency. You get with that roll, you do it on the other 3 that are around him, so he now has essentially cufflets and anklets made out of the manacles, but he does not. He's not hung from the wall anymore as he drops down, very ragdollish.
Catch him.
You catch him.
I catch him and lower him down rather than just let him fall.
Lovely.
Who are you, and what do they want with you?
My name is Vandren. I am a shopkeep up on the surface.
They want a shopkeeper down here.
They're trying to cause dissent.
Any reason why it's you specifically rather than a different shopkeeper?
I was offering shelter to the outer realms.
How long have you been down here?
Days.
What's your name? What did you say? I couldn't remember.
Vandren was his name.
Vandren, thank you. God, I don't know what else to ask him. It's alright, my eyes and nose have started running as well. Bear with me for 2 minutes.
Have you heard anything else whilst you've been down here? Is it just these that you've seen?
They operate further into the dungeon, and he gestures down to the water where you've come from. There was a door to your left as you came in on the far, so it'd be the southeast corner. There is a door that leads further into the dungeon. I have also heard there is the leader is not happy.
I don't suppose you've heard who the leader is?
His name is Mortlock.
I'm not even going to read anything into the fact that there's more locks in, tunnels, but, you know.
Mortlock.
Oh, no, I heard it, but...
Oh, no.
Cool.
He actually would give you the full name, because it's a fairly knowledgeable name. Mortlock Vanthempor is the leader of the dungeon.
Why am I not surprised?
Actually, no. Why am I about to say this? I was about to say that one of you is from here, then realised she is currently just having a little nap.
Yeah, I'm having a nap.
I would say, actually, for Cheryl or Winston, as you hear this, you are welcome to make a history check with disadvantage because you're not from here, but if you know the name.
I think we had heard this, we'd had this conversation because that name seems familiar.
Vanthempor definitely is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's fine. We'll just go,
No, that's cool.
Yes, I had often suspected that might be the case.
Yeah, for clarity, like we said earlier, the Vanthempors own this place. You're just not sure which of the family Mortlock would be, essentially. was what I was going to go for, but not a problem. You just nod and go, okay, we get it. We understand. Stop bashing us over the head with the Vamp and Buzz. Shut up, dying DM.
Oh.
And can you make your way out of here safely?
I think I know the way. Have you
that's good, because we are going further in, and it would be absolutely moronic for you to follow, so...
do not go, and he gestures to the... So as you're on this plinth where the light is, you would have walked past a stairwell to your left as you came up to him, that leads down into another corridor. He gestures that way, says, do not go that way. They make the prisoners into zombies that way.
Now I want to go that way.
You've nearly got a zombie in front of you.
No, I know. We don't just see more.
Disembodied voice.
Says your conscience.
Okay.
Okay.
Very, very good.
Thank you for the warning.
Thank you for saving me.
You're welcome.
If you make it out here alive, come to my shop, and I will gladly reimburse you for the favor. And he gives you the details of his shop.
Mention it. Okay. That's nice. Does it sell healing potions by any chance?
For the sake of fun. It's an apothecary.
Oh my god!
And do you offer a loyalty reward scheme?
We're working on a club card.
It's like a stamp card for health potions. Every health potion you got, your 10th one's free.
Yeah. Get a free potion of fire breathing with.
Buy 9, get your 10th one for free. Loving it.
So, with that, he starts to kind of wearily make his way towards the exit. And with that, I think this would be a nice place to end this episode.
An hour already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys survived my iron console puzzle. Just about.
Just about. We need to heal Catherine. She needs to get better. We need to heal.
Shut up. I want to hear about what I'm going to win.
Things can only get better.
Liam, tell me what I'm going to win again. How am I going to win it?
Okay,
yes.
So to begin with a chance to win the D&D Dice scroll dice roll mat case thing of glory and a dice set to go with it, you got 3 chances to be able to enter this. Do them all.
Ooh.
You've got yourself 3 entries. So all you need to do is go on to Twitter, tweet the episode link with the hashtag 16 Candlekeeps. So this can be the YouTube link, or it can be the link to the podcast episode as well, just so long as it is the link to this episode. That's all you got to do, and make sure you use that hashtag. On Facebook, you'll want to find your way over to our Facebook page and comment on the episode post and just tag a friend. That's all you got to do on that one. And on Instagram, make a post. Any post that you want. Doesn't matter what it is. All you've got to do, tag 16 Candlekeeps and use the hashtag 16 Candlekeeps. That'll get you 3 entries into this wonderful giveaway. And then we'll be announcing that. Incredible. We'll be announcing the winner in the episodes that we will record, which will be going out in September.
Soundscape.
Wow.
Thank you very much, as always, for our viewers, for our listeners, for our players. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for playing. Thank you for putting up with my madness at the beginning of this, because I don't know what the hell
Thank you for leading. You did very well, despite the absolute madness that was initiative.
Please go off. Stay safe. If we've recorded this previously, but please stay safe if this heat wave does kick in around here. Remember to stay hydrated, stay in shade, don't do anything stupid. It's not worth the tan, is all I'm saying. Stay pasty like me. But first, before you go outside and enjoy the sun, remember to like, subscribe, share us with your friends, and join us in a fortnight's time as 3 people are going to make it through the Dungeon of the Dead Free. Thank you very much.
It's always me.
All of us say bye.
No, we do. Bye.
Bye.